Mr. President, members, and guests, it's my pleasure to present to you the State of the Association Address. Thank you for taking the time to attend this meeting and convention. It's great to see so many of you here this morning. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the Missouri Holstein Association for arranging such a fantastic convention. Please join me with your show of appreciation to our Missouri friends. Your association had an outstanding year in 2011. Registrations, the core activity and lifeblood of all pedigreed livestock organizations, continue to rise. In 2011, 360,149 animals were registered, an increase of over 20,000 registrations from 2010. It's interesting to note the last time we registered 360,000 animals, there were well over 120,000 dairy farms in the United States. Today, there is less than half that amount of dairy farms in the country. Without question, Holstein Association members and dairy producers nationwide continue to realize the added value U.S. registered Holsteins bring to their operations. We are pleased with our continued registration growth. These numbers are a testament that Holsteins are the United States and world's most popular and profitable cow. This expansion shows how membership and staff have been able to increase the market share of registered Holsteins, even though the number of dairy farms declines every year. In 2011, transfers totaled 66,708, a decrease of 3,600 from last year. However, it's good to know that this year to date, transfers are up 8% from 2011 levels. In our regular classification program, 228,997 animals were evaluated in 2011, up approximately 11,000 from 2010. Through the SET program, 85,975 animals were appraised in 2011. This 11% decrease was anticipated because it reflects the confidence in the AI industry and as well as some purchasers of semen have in genomic predictions. We have seen record growth in the TriStar program. During 2011, 349,588 animals were enrolled, which is an increase of more than 13,900. The popularity of the Holstein Complete program is evidenced by the 256,401 cows in 1,828 herds enrolled in 2011. This is 16,700 cows and 69 more herds enrolled than the previous year. The huge list of those members who are enrolled in Complete can be found in our exhibit booth right outside the doors. If you're not currently enrolled, you might want to talk directly to one of the members who is on the Complete program to hear from them why they like Complete. In 2011, 209,232 pedigrees were issued, which is an increase of more than 8,300. We are happy to be able to continue to provide core association services at prices far lower than any other dairy breed association. Keeping our costs down has been accomplished by improved operational efficiencies. We believe in constant, never-ending improvement in our quest to continue to provide great service to our members at the lowest price possible. My compliments go out to all of my colleagues at the association for the excellent work they do and perform on a daily basis. Beyond the healthy increases in program participation, 2011 and 2012 will be remembered for the development and introduction of the new Dairy Rhythms herd management software program you heard about earlier this morning from Adam Griffin in the early bird session. Another highlight that began in 2011, which will be unveiled to you later today, is the new ideal Holstein cow and bull portraits. Bonnie Moore has truly produced two masterpieces that will forever be a part of Holstein history. Meanwhile, Holstein Association leaders have been fully engaged in legislative affairs and discussions and analysis that's leading up to the 2012 Farm Bill. We have also been knee-deep in deliberations concerning the future of our National Dairy Genetic Evaluation Program. We'll have much more on this topic later on in our meeting. As you all know, the landscape of the dairy cattle business has changed dramatically in the last few years. Much of that is due to genomics and the business philosophies of some organizations who sell products to dairymen. You know firsthand about your experiences with genomic testing of males in your herds. Have you noticed how ownership of some of the Holstein breed's top females has changed recently? AI organizations currently own 19% of the breed's top genomic tested young females. 2 organizations own 30 of those. I'm not suggesting that is good or bad. You can make your own decision, but it is different. The marketing of semen has changed dramatically as well. Young sire semen has gone from being the low-cost leader to the most expensive. Sales of genomic young sire semen have been robust. In April of this year, there were 6,513 bulls without daughters in their proof, and 863 of them were being marketed. The Holstein cow and her owners have been at the cutting edge of genomic technology since its inception. All other breeds of cattle combined don't come close to the number of genomic tests that have been run on Holsteins. Your association has had a willingness to openly embrace new technologies for the benefit of members who choose to use them. However, as the custodian of the Holstein breed, good thinkers on the Holstein Association Board of Directors, committees, and staff understand the importance of evaluating facts in order to make good decisions that are in the best interests of the Holstein cow and her owners. The integrity of the Holstein breed is at the core of our existence. The motivation of selling whatever appears to be the hot item at the moment does not drive our decision-making process. As I reflect on the industry changes of the past and think about what might be forthcoming, my thoughts turn to the late, great Walt Disney, who said, I quote, "Always be in the state of becoming," end quote. I like the quote because it reminds us to strive for excellence and look for the opportunities among challenges. Every challenge we greet opens tremendous opportunities for our members and their Holsteins. It is important for us to be reminded of the strength of your Holstein Association. We have the greatest youth programs of any dairy association in the world. Our young adult programs are envied across the country. Our members include the most talented dairymen around the globe, and our members own the world's greatest cow, the U.S. registered Holstein. At times, it can be easy to get caught up in the statistics and industry issues of the day, but the passion of Holstein Association members can't be ignored. I know of no other dairy organization whose members have passion for what their association means to them like ours. The lifetime friendships developed through the Holstein Association and the opportunities made available to members are truly special. On May 30th, from his room in the critical care unit of Washington Hospital Center, just 2 days before he passed on, the late Edwin C. Fry of Fairhill Farms, Inc. in Chestertown, Maryland, sent me a letter, some of which I'll share with you now. Quote, "My thoughts include my long-term involvement with the Holstein Association and the many pioneers who made the dairy industry what it is today. June marks the 63rd year anniversary of my membership in the Holstein Association, and a highlight of this long membership was my election to the board of directors. This was a proud time for me to represent the Southeast region. I was a dairyman who did not have the opportunity to go to college due to World War II, yet still gained the respect of fellow dairymen to help lead the association. As I reminisce about those years under the guidance of Bob Rumler, I am proud to say I was there with Harold Schmidt, a California pioneer. I worked with Dick Brooks and Ivan Strickler, two late leaders who influenced not only the breeding of cattle, but the entire dairy industry. The Holstein Association gave me the opportunity to travel to Europe and South America to judge cattle shows and represent the American Holstein industry. I not only made lifetime friends all over this country, but on 2 other continents. Obviously, I appreciated that opportunity and want to say that to you." End quote. It's meaningful to be reminded of the impact the Holstein Association can have on people. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited about the future of the Holstein cow, her association, and its members. The Holstein Association Board of Directors deserves to be commended for the commitment, counsel, and wisdom they impart for the betterment of the Holstein Association. It is a major task to be knowledgeable of how breeders feel about various issues, and then to arrive at decisions that are in the best interests of the Holstein cow and her association. I offer my sincere thanks to every member, delegate, committee member, director, and officer who has had a part in making this association great. Thank you very much.